Man, this is like an unauthorized broadcast, man. Birds should not be kept in cages or holes in the ground, man. They should be, like, set free to live their lives, man. Yeah, like, peace, man.
Welcome back to XekeLand. I've made myself some walls around my farms. I was just going to go for walls and floor, going to leave the roof open so these trees here can still grow to be massive things. Chicken. Oh well. I started work on a floor. You know, I've dug some stuff out, but I ran out of blocks. You can see the pattern I'm going for over this side here. Wow, what is with the freezing? Yeah, I got the sandstone 2 and sandstone 3 blocks going for a bit of a rectangular checkerboard pattern. These two over here, they're not growing very quickly. I mean, they are definitely growing because these numbers are going up. I need more clay, sweet. Yeah, but they don't grow anywhere near as fast as the ones over this side. I think the birch might... There he is. Birch might have the same problem. It doesn't grow anywhere near as quick as the oak does. I also set this to shave leaves for a bit because I have plenty of saplings and I want to put a bit of a hedge around as well. And I don't know, is that going to be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why aren't they in a stack? That's weird. They're different oak leaves? Oh well. Yeah. So I'm going to put a bit of a hedge around and we'll see what that looks like. Oh, also, bit of sad news. Flyboy appears to have killed himself. I guess birds don't like living in holes in the ground? Yeah, I mourned him for about 30 seconds. It was pretty sad. But, on to business. As you can see, I have plenty more deep storage units now. These are only here temporarily. These are going to be moved to my storage system, which I will be designing today. I have to put this torch back in the ground before I forget. Go there. Now, when I first started this world, I had an idea for a storage system that simply used chests and pretty much mostly BuildCraft with a bit of red power thrown in. I still want to try and design that to see if the concept actually works. Hey tree. So I'm going to give that a shot first, but then the actual storage system is going to be using these deep storage units and red power pneumatic tubes, I believe. Yeah, I have an idea of what I want to do with it. But first it requires a fair bit of science. Before I get to that, I want to show you a really cool thing with these. Where's the scorpion tails? This one? No, this same one. This one. Man, I suck at this. Wow, I'm getting weird lag spikes. There they are. Okay, you see here there's 52 stored in here. If I break that, you see nothing popped out on the ground. If I put that back in, it still has the 52 scorpion tails, scorpion stings, which is awesome, which is another reason why I really like these things. I can come up here to find this one that's got 580 dirt, and same thing. I can break that, put it back, 580 dirt. So it doesn't matter that I'm filling these things up with 1,500 blocks of wood, or 1,200 blocks, and I don't even know how much basalt cobble I've got anymore. Wow, 7,000. Yeah, that doesn't make a difference. All I have to do is knock them out and place them somewhere else, and I've still got them all. It's great. So I'm going to get prepared to do some storage system sites. I'm also going to fix this wall because that needs to be carved out like that. Yep. And I'll get started, and we'll see what we can't come up with. And so hopefully I've got everything I need to do this science. I'm going to start with a couple of chests and some of these pipes. So I'll just grab them all. Alright, so the idea was, obviously have a chest for everything, and there will be some transport pipes along the back to put things into the chests. These ones would have to be diamond pipes. And this storage system originally was going to be extremely expensive because of the amount of diamond pipes. I probably could have got around a few of them by having that one also feed up and down, but I don't know. this is kind of an obsolete design. I just wanted to see if I can try and get it to work. Now, down here we would have... I didn't grab an engine. We'd have an engine down here. And we would have an obsidian pipe sitting above that. That feeds into... yeah, stone pipes. Because they don't join to the cobblestone pipes. And then that would be sent off to wherever. And we would need a pressure plate. There. As you see, there's an item on the pressure plate. It triggers the engine. Now that obsidian pipe is supposed to suck things up. Like that. And then, yeah, whoa, that was weird. That would go off to wherever. So we'd have something like this set up for every single chest. And this pipe here would feed back to the original part of the storage room. So I'd have a couple like this. This would be my input. I just dump everything in there. And it will get sucked out and put through these. So this, what color do we want? Wow, it's all the way over there? That's madness. Right, so I want the blue one to be dirt. I want this one, I didn't pick up anything else. Flax and zombie flesh. Zombie flesh and flax seeds. Ah, get out of there. Alright. I probably want this one to go back to the start. There. Close enough. You know what? I have more chests. Let's just do that. Doesn't really matter for now. Now that stopped pumping. Yep. I have to do something similar on all of these. Problems arise here. I don't want the obsidian pipe to join to the diamond one, so I can't put it underneath. I can't really put it here, because when something falls on that, then it will also trigger this engine. And that pipe needs somewhere to go, so these may have to be spread out a little bit more. Not sure. But I know that the theory behind it was pretty solid. Yeah, that would suck the item up, that'll get sent back to the start. And if we put a few more spaces between them, then the rest would work fine too. The other part, which chest was this one, was all about redstone. And this would be where red power would be used. Is when this is triggered, I would also want it to light up something at the front. Let's put it there. And that's triggered, send a signal along. Now obviously this won't last very long. As soon as that item's sucked up off the pressure plate, this would turn off. So we would need... what button do I press? G. I still don't like that. I need to find the ingredients to make the book. Let's see, what options do we have? There's a counter. A counter would do it. It gets a signal from one side, and that increments the counter and sends a signal out the other side. But it's probably easier with a simple toggle latch. One of these things. When it gets a signal, it flips. It gets another signal, it'll flip again. So that would feed into a toggle latch that would then, you know, turn on a redstone light or some other lamp above it. So I could walk down into my storage system and go, oh yeah, this is the one that's full, and then grab something out of it. I just need one more chest. Get out of the way. Get back here. Now if this actually is full, say of, this is supposed to be the dirt one, so we'll fill it with something else. And you saw before that that piece of dirt went flying out of the pipe. Ended up over there somewhere, when the end of the pipe was just here. That's a ridiculous distance. Do I have more obsidian on me? I do. So let's just throw something in there. That's supposed to be dirt, I believe. Where'd it go? Or is dirt the first one? Oh, dirt's the first one. What is this one? Why are you not opening? Oh, game's frozen. Alright, I'm back. So this one now is zombie flesh. And there's the flax and there's the dirt. So we have to put this obsidian pipe back. And we throw in some zombie flesh. Now, in theory, that should just pop out onto the ground. So it should just pop down onto that. Come on. Go faster. Oh, no, ended up over there. And now it's gone. Where did that just go? Oh, it's down there now. That would have to be blocked up. And then that would end up on there. Get sucked up, blah blah blah. Yeah. These may need to be blocked in a fair bit more. And that's just more evidence that there'd need to be more space between the chests. Let's try one more. Kind of took a running jump through it in there. Oh, somehow I managed to pick that up. Let's just put it on here instead. Where did that end up? Now it's over there. Yeah, okay, so that's the only place where this plan would fall apart. It didn't used to do that. Things would just pop out of the chest. They did not used to retain momentum. Oh, so that was the old design. The new design is much simpler. I'm not going to say it's much cheaper. It does use a lot of brass. But it also is probably a lot more efficient and effective. Especially seeing as each container can hold up to 2 billion of the item now. Right, so I'll get a quick demo of that one set up. And I'll show you what I'm going to be doing. Right, so here's basically what we'd end up with. It's pretty much the same as any sort of red power tube storage, except we're using deep storage units instead of chests. That was weird. Why did it put that there? That's supposed to go there. Alright, so basically every one of these would have one item in it, not two like this one did. We'd have our input chest, we dump a bunch of stuff in there, and we have a transposer, which every now and then would grab a redstone signal from somewhere and go and fill up whatever. Where's that one? Get out of the way, Fox. And dirt will go in the first one, so on and so forth. Now when, or I should probably say if, any of these happen to fill up, then what would happen is it would continue on to this end one here. And this is the one to tell me that either I don't have a chest for the item, or a DSU for the item, or the DSU's run out of space. And I can put an item detector in the way that when an item goes through, then it sends out a redstone signal, it can turn a light on for me, and then I know that something's wrong with my storage system. Now, this way is obviously much more compact, but to be able to store everything I'm going to need a lot of ender pearls, because these things take 3 ender pearls each and 2 ender eyes. I have a fair amount of ender eyes, but I don't think I have enough. So before I can finish my storage system, I'm going to need to go to the end and just farm ender pearls. But before then, I can get set up with some of the basics, my dirt, my cobble, and my resources, because I do have, I don't know, 24 of them, or whatever, already set up. So, this is all going to go underneath the fort, yeah. So I'm going to want a quarry to fill all that, to dig all that out. So I'm going to want a quarry to dig all that out. So I'm going to have to get started on that. Where's the sun? I have plenty of time. So I'll make myself a quarry, I'll head over there and get it set up. And the quarry is going to be powered with some Stirling engines, formerly steam engines. Because I have basically an unlimited supply of charcoal, I don't need to worry about oil and fuel just yet. And I'm not too worried about speed either. I'm going to get that set up, get that working. And possibly look into chunk loaders, which is something else I've installed and haven't used yet. Because I'm going to want this to keep running while I go off and do other stuff. Now where did I put those engines? I know I have some. There we go. Alright, so the engines are a start. I'm going to need to make a quarry. I have to grab all this stuff back from out here because I don't want to just leave it there and forget about it. Anyway, once I've got all that done, I'll be back. Alright, while I wait for my charcoal to finish burning, it's got a fair way to go yet, I'm going to make my chunk loaders. I happen to have a couple of spare enchantment tables, and I still have 3 ender pearls, so I'm going to use 2 of them here. Make a plan first. There we go, 2 chunk loaders. I don't know where I'm going to use them. I might use one here. I'm definitely going to put one at the quarry, because it'll need it. Maybe I'll just put one on this side so it will keep these ones going, because I don't really need to produce any more oak yet. Anyway, I almost didn't find my landmarks. I'm going to need those, and I'm pretty sure that I would have 1 redstone left if I had to make another 4 of those. And that was pretty lucky that I found them. Killed some horses that I found, got some leather, found a bunch of clay. What else did I do? I don't know, but while this quarry is working, definitely going to have to go on an expedition to find more redstone, because I'm going to want a lot of it. I'm going to take these with me as well. Can use them as storage, so not everything gets dumped into the chests that I'm going to set up. I don't even know. Oh, they're there. I'm going to have to grab some iron pipe and some cobble pipe. I'm going to write down a list of things that I need, and I'm going to get it all prepared. I'm going to wait for this, and then see you over at the fort in the village. The castle in the village. I still don't know what I want to call it. I need to give it a name so I can actually call it the same thing every time. Oh, I'll think on that. But for now, stuff. I just fought this scorpion back here. He was an infernal mob scorpion, had little swirlies everywhere. And as soon as I kill him, this pops up. So, did I just get a pet scorpion? Because it had babies on its back? I have no idea, so I don't know what to call him. I have no idea what sort of animal this is to pick a name for it. I do have a medallion though, so I can rename him later if I need to. So for now, I'm just going to call it Scorpion. What? What? That's creepy. Get off me. Okay, what did he leave me? A pair of pants. Where'd they go? Protection 2 chain leggings, not bad. But I have a pet scorpion. Where can I put him so he's not going to run away? Where did he go? How'd you get up there? Stop it. Stop dying. There. Now I've got to get out of here before you escape. Ooh, he's nearly dead. He can just stay in there. Hopefully he doesn't die. Alright, I'm almost set up. I was just offloading some unneeded stuff that I forgot to offload. And I didn't pick up those deep storage units, so I need to go back for them. But before I do that, over in this corner here, this is where I'll be starting to set up, down in here. Ouch. Now this mossy cobble is from the sewers. That stops in this corner, so the quarry is going to be down there somewhere. Because the quarry will clear out 5 blocks, I think, above where it's placed. So I want to put it down there so I don't destroy the sewers. Now I just need to find the other corners and line them all up. Alright, gonna get that done, gonna get this quarry started. After I go back and drop off these sandstone and pick up those DSU. Here's something new that just vanished down the bottom here. The quarry apparently keeps 9 chunks loaded. I didn't know they kept chunks loaded on their own. So that's cool. Guess I don't actually need the chunk loaders. I can use them for something else. Anyway, we'll put these in. They can be powered like that. And I have a plan to keep these things pretty well topped up with charcoal. Using... where did it go? The transposer. And a chest full of charcoal. I don't know if a transposer can actually put things directly into a BuildCraft pipe though. Nope. I'm going to have to grab some pneumatic tubes. But this thing is basically going to get a signal every now and then from this timer, which I'm going to put there. It's not doing anything because it's got nothing to do. And we're going to stop spitting things out. I'm going to slow that right down. There we go. And that's going to keep these things supplied with charcoal. Yeah, I suppose I can go straight up with this. And this is going to come to the surface because I couldn't be bothered. That was weird, I put stuff inside me. Couldn't be bothered coming down here all the time. Alright. This is where we're going to put our DSUs. We're going to use an iron pipe to make sure... Not an iron, I need a diamond pipe. Should have brought diamond pipes because they're for sorting. DSUs I can put there and have this go across there because I can say all sides are inputs. Because I can be bothered figuring out which one's north, south, east and west. And the rest of that's just going to go into random chests. Which you're going to have to start here. And... that's probably not going to be enough. And once these fill up, they're not going to take any more items. No, the pipes won't put any more into them, so that'll be fine. I can do that, good. Means I can probably also do it that way. I can too. And one more chest. That one can go... there. Oh, that's terrible. But it's only temporary. Alright, so I'll grab those pneumatic tubes. That hurt. Grab those tubes, get this set up. Stop that from spitting things out for the moment. And as soon as these things get their charcoal, they're going to start pumping. And then we shall be underway. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my little science experiment, which in earlier versions would have worked perfectly fine. It's one thing I've wanted to build from the start. Shame I don't actually get to put what I want into practice. Hopefully Scorpion has a nice... Whoa, he's huge! Damn, he grew fast. I'm gonna have to find out what I feed Scorpions because he needs food. And I don't know if I can get him back out the door again. Right. Back to science for me. Hope you enjoyed the video and hopefully see you next time.